Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make bone broth in your Instant Pot. And the reason that I like to make bone broth in the Instant Pot rather than the stove is that in the Instant Pot it only takes 2 hours to cook, where the stove is going to take 8 hours or more to cook. So that's why I do it in the Instant Pot. And I love to drink bone broth because it is really high in collagen. And if you don't know, collagen is really good for your joints and your hair, nails, and skin. So that's the main reason I drink it, but I also drink it because it has a lot of B vitamins, protein, amino acids. It has glycine in it, which is anti-inflammatory, and it has a little bit of trace minerals. So those are all really good things. And I just wanted to throw this out there that if you are sensitive to MSG or histamines, that this may not be the best thing for you, because I can tell you that when I started drinking it, I started getting headaches. I think over time I started to get used to it because the headaches have gone away. But this is just a warning, you may want to try meat stock instead, which is basically the same thing as bone broth, except you're cooking meat for a long time instead of bones. So you might want to try that instead of this recipe. But if you want to try bone broth, let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do when making bone broth is you want to roast the bones if you haven't already roasted them, and you want to put them in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. So I am making a beef broth here, and I am using oxtail bone, which has more collagen in it. You also want to use a variety of bones, so I'm also using ankle bone and knuckle bone as well. And you want to use about 4 to 5 pounds of bones to get a good gel. So while your bones are roasting in the oven, you want to prepare your veggies. And I already had veggies chopped and frozen, but I still needed to do my carrots. And in this recipe, I am using onions, celery, carrots, and parsley. Garlic is also a really good addition. So once your bones are roasted, you're going to want to fill up your Instant Pot to the halfway mark with filtered water, and then you're going to put your bones in the pot with some apple cider vinegar and let that sit for about a half hour. So after a half hour, you're going to put your veggies in the pot and some spices. And I also add chicken feet to my broth. And that may gross some people out, but I'm actually not going to eat this. I'm just using it to increase the amount of collagen in the broth. So the cook time for this recipe is 2 hours at high pressure, and you'll want to make sure that your venting knob is in the sealing position. So once it's done cooking, you're gonna let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before releasing the pressure. Then you're going to filter it, so you'll just have the broth that remains. And I personally split my broth in half and put half in the freezer, and then I use the other half to sip on or for soup. It's also good to soak rice in. It will give your rice a really good flavor. So I hope you like this recipe, and I'm going to include the link for this recipe in the description box below. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I'm going to see you next week. I'm going to be making a makeup review video, so it's going to be natural makeup. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next week.